Good morning, traders. Michael Sabo here with MF Global here on October 24th, Monday morning, bringing you some opening commentary here in the crude oil market. Let's start off here with kind of doing a recap here on Friday's action here on that December crude. Friday's action initially got a bit of a spike up. Got to highs there of around 88, 89, and they kind of backed off that market. Still saw a firm, for the most part, a firm close. We were coming in around 87.40. Many of you know, I'm still looking to see some pullback here in this market. Mainly, crude prices seem to be responding here right now to the optimism, to the hope of this EU summit that started here over the weekend. Expected to see some votes, things kind of concluding here around Wednesday. We should know a little bit more. But I got to tell you, I'm not really buying into this move higher here right now. Long term, I'm still a bull here on crude market, but in the short term here, I really think we're in some overbought area, and I think we should see this market pull back here a little bit. Nonetheless, it has been marching higher. The economic data that we've seen here in our own markets here, the outside markets here, in our equities market has been, supportive here and has been kind of pushing that market up here a little bit. But nonetheless, I think you're still getting ready to see some pullback. This could be a classic case of buy the rumor, sell the fact. So keep a close eye on that, and traders, I think you should be prepared for that. So, we take a look at our action here today. Market is firmer here this morning. We're currently up about $1.50, pressing on Friday's highs, just kind of taking that out here. Right now we're trading up at around 88, 98 here. It's kind of pushing on that 89 area. I think what's interesting to note, as I mentioned here, you take a look at the outside markets, mainly our equities market, the S&P, and you take a look at crude prices. You look at equities have pushed on here to new highs, and yet crude prices have gotten up there but have been kind of stalling here. So we could be getting ready to see crude prices maybe pull back. So, normally when we've seen equities kind of pushing and making new recent highs, crude's been following right behind it. And this time around, it's been a little bit different. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's talk about the complex here. Brent, touch firmer here around 110.09, up about 53 cents. Looking here at the RBOB, we're around 266.21. We're up about 39. The heat 302.33, up about 74. So a little bit firmer there, but not getting major pushes there. Nat gas is also moving here a little bit. We're around 383.40. We're up about 8. And that there was a little bit of decent news coming out of the rig count there. It lowered here by 9. Still sitting around the 900 area here, but nonetheless here rig count did drop there slightly. So I think, important things to watch here at the beginning of this week here in the crude market is certainly any developments coming out of here, this EU summit, or any noise coming out of there. There's been a lot of things going on in Germany, and I think you got to watch the news out of there, because I think that's what's kind of going to, lead crude prices here right now because of the outside market activity. Also, we did see some decent PMI data coming out of China, but I think it's interesting to note here is that you look at the demand here month over month here for crude prices, and it has been weakening there a little bit. So I think that's important to note as well. So we'll watch things here today, see how it develops here. Could be some selling opportunity here. They might be able to push on this crude here a little bit more, but I think up around this 89 area here, you might want to start looking for some possible pullback here. We've got to watch those outside markets here. So give me a call on the trade desk. I can go into more detail with you, talk to you about some different strategies we can look at here. If you're a short-term trader, we could talk about that. If you're looking more long-term, I can discuss some different ideas, strategies, and how you can position with that. The number to my trade desk is 1-800-798-7671. And of course, remember that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, and the risk of loss does exist in futures trading.